you must use your credit card like you would use cash. Let's say you can afford to spend $200 on non-essential things over the course of 1 month. Well, then you spend only $200 on the credit card. Never use the credit card to make something more affordable. If you can't afford to pay for it in full, do not buy it. Use the credit card to spend only the amount you can afford to pay back at the end of each month. And always pay back the full amount. Always. Avoid paying interest because that is not doing you nor your saving accounts any favors. I would bore you with some numbers, but you'll have to trust me on this one. You are paying a lot in interest right now. You should see your credit card interest like you see a fine, because that's what it is. A penalty for not using the credit card correctly. A fine for not being the best steward for your money you can be. A fine for not budgeting correctly. Here I go again with budgeting. Yeah, some would say I go berserk with monthly expenses plans. But guess what? You need to be. You need to know at all times how much money you have to spend, how much money you have in your savings account, your pension scheme, how much money you have in your wallet, how much money you will spend this week, how much today, how much you will earn this week, this month, this year, how much money you will save, how much money you need to get to reach your monthly goal. You need to know all of that. And the better you'll keep track of it, the easier it will be to save money for a goal, save money to buy a house, save money for an investment opportunity. Once you master that, once you have that credit card in your pocket with zero balance carried over from the previous month, for the 6th month in a row, only now you can call yourself a good steward to your money. And trust me, at first glance this money management thing looks complicated and hard and restrictive, but it is liberating. When I went to college, I rented an apartment with 2 other friends. We were all pretty much broke, all of us. We all worked, we all had jobs, but we never had money. We all came from poor backgrounds, none of us had money saved, none of us had a monthly budget set. All of us would spend our money from paycheck to paycheck. Not only that, in the last week or so, we would have to borrow money to get by. In college, there was no class that taught us how to manage our money. Not a single teacher told us, kids, save money so when you need new tires on your car, you won't use the credit card and acquire debt and pay interest and therefore save less. I got to learn this by accident. I made a friend in college which came from a better background than me. Wasn't rich, but they were doing alright. So we became friends, and one day he asked me if I wanna go on an adventure trip in the Appalachian Mountains. One seat left and the price was $250. I was like, nah man, payday is all the way next month. I can't afford it until then. And then it hit me. How come I can afford it on the 1st of the month and not now? I realized that all I need to do is watch my spending habits. All I need to do is cut back from somewhere and put it somewhere else. I'm telling you, for a small fee you can have all the basic needs taken care of. Small fee for the sandwich, small fee for the coffee, small fee for the delivery. Small fee plus small fee adds up to quite a sum at the end of the month. And then it hit me again. That is what me and my friends were spending our wages on. That is how you save money. You cut back on unnecessary items and services. But why is it so essential to have some money in an account? Well, number one, it is liberating to know you have a reserve. Makes life less stressful. Because anything can happen. Maybe you get sick and you can't work for a whole month. You have the peace of mind you will keep your apartment, you will afford rent, gas and electrics, and all that are covered. That feeling is liberating. But the most important reason to have some money stacked away is to be able to take advantage of the opportunity coming your way. What if, instead of presenting me a road trip opportunity, my friend would have presented me a legitimate business opportunity? I would have missed out. Once you start managing your money correctly, you'll make room for more savings. You'll attract more money your way. You'll find it easier and easier to save money. Money attracts other money. So why go through the trouble of having a credit card? Wouldn't it be easier to get rid of it? Yes, it would be easier. However, there are advantages to having a credit card. The most important advantage is you learn how to have financial discipline. And also, it can open a few doors for you. Let's say at some point in your career you need to go to the bank for a business loan or for a mortgage. Now, because you have used your credit card properly, pay back what you owed on time, you've built up your credit score. Now, the bank can see you are a potential good customer. You won't cause them any problems and you are more likely to get a loan. So didn't I just say, avoid interest like the plague? Yes, I did, but know this. Not all interest is bad interest. The interest on your credit card is bad. Why? Because that interest does not get you anything. But let's say you go to the bank and get a mortgage, and then you let the house. And that will make you a profit of $500 a month. Why do you care about paying X% interest when you are in profit? You are richer paying that interest, and that's what makes it good interest. If it makes you money, thumbs up. If it doesn't, get rid of it. It's bad interest. Beside that big advantage, there are other small advantages too. For example, your money are safe from hackers and card thieves. Even if someone steals your card information, those are not your money the thieves steal. Your dollars are safe. The debit card is linked to your account. So if someone steals your card, that's your money getting stolen. And even if you could get your money back, the banks make the process long and stressful that will take at least several months. And what do you do if you need the cash now? The credit card adds that extra layer of protection. I understand this is new for you. It was new for me too. I didn't know this stuff because no one taught me this. Not the teachers, not the professors, not my parents, no one. I didn't even know I have to know this stuff. That is why it is important to always learn. Improve your knowledge, your skills, and grow. That is how you get successful.